So, as many of you may know, I'm kind of fascinated with flat earthers. Now, I've had flat earthers on my podcast before. I find the idea that there are people that still believe that the earth is flat, or that we're under a dome, or there's a great ice wall around Antarctica, or Antarctica is a great ice wall, or some of the inner earth theories and all these things. I find it fascinating that people actually believe this. There is just kind of something fantastical about it, and so it's been one of those little things that I'm curious about. And so I watch documentaries and I watch YouTube videos. There's actually a really good documentary on Netflix that actually led me down another rabbit hole, because a lot of the people who were in this documentary on Netflix, they also have YouTube channels, and they have radio shows, and they have public access television shows dedicated to this stuff, podcasts dedicated to this stuff, which, just as a YouTuber, I want to go investigate this stuff and see what these people's channels look like, and what their videos are like, and that kind of stuff. And I really have to give a lot of these people credit. And we're talking about a community that, by all accounts, should be insignificant. It shouldn't be something world-changing or earth-shattering, right? This should be a community that most people would look at and go, they're crazy. And it's not to knock anybody who believes this. I enjoy talking to people about this thing that they believe in. But from the standpoint of the vast majority of people on this earth, that's what you would think of this community. Yet, over the course of the last 5 to 10 years, people who believe in the flat earth theory have multiplied by the millions. Millions. I was doing a Google search just for 2 words, flat earth, and I got 550 million hits. And I went through a few pages of the stuff, and almost every single one of these, whether it was a blog post, on a website, a YouTube video, podcast, whatever, it was all pro-flat earth. It was all from a positive perspective of the flat earth theory. A few that were like, oh, these people are crazy, but most of it was people saying, I believe in this, here's why I believe in this, that kind of thing. This movement, because of just the sheer belief and dedication of these people who believe in this, has grown exponentially in less than a decade, to the point that most of us probably know somebody, whether they admit it or not, that believes in the flat earth theory in one form or another. These people are dedicated. These are people who buy airtime on radio, on television. They're putting their time and energy into podcasting, into YouTube videos. These are people that get on a plane multiple times a year and fly all across the country, sometimes all over the world, to go to conventions to talk about their theories. They go rent out hotel rooms to have speeches and talks about the flat earth. They go around and actively try and talk about their positions and their beliefs and their theories with people who disagree with them, so that they can try and spread their message. And they've been really, really successful at doing it. And this is with a topic that you would think is just insane. I know a lot of you would. But they're doing it. And their hard work and dedication and their absolute belief in this thing is what is making it happen. They care so much, they're dedicated so much, they're making it happen, and they are successful in their movement, whether you believe it or not. It's pretty crazy. I looked at some of these channels. There's a guy, Mark Sargent. He's kind of considered the leader of the Flat Earth Society, by some, I guess, in the United States. He's got 73,000 subscribers on YouTube. His videos get 1,000 to 2,000 hits, per video. He's got a couple of videos, that have multiple hundreds of thousands of views, but it's a handful of them. Most of his videos just consistently get 1, 2, maybe sometimes 3,000 views, and that's good, that's respectable. But for a movement that produces 550 million hits on Google, that's not a lot. That's just sheer force of will and dedication and determination on the part of these people. That's not them just going viral or something. And then I Googled 2 other words, just to compare. I Googled Second Amendment. You know how many hits I got? 179 million. As compared to Flat Earth, 550 million. Something seem off to you about that? As somebody who firmly believes and supports the Second Amendment here in this country, I would think that we'd be able to at least come up with enough support and dedication and determination to muster at least as many hits on Google as as flat earthers, but apparently not. Flat earthers and their movement, their theories are expanding and growing, and they are pushing their ideas, and they are able to, quite honestly, indoctrinate people into their beliefs successfully. Right now, we as pro-gun people, pro-Second Amendment people here in the United States, we're being attacked. We're being attacked from our own side, from the other side. We're having bans and restrictions. We're having our own NRA turn against us. A Republican president turn against us. Most states now are starting to turn anti-gun. Yeah, there's a few that are doing things like passing constitutional carry, and that's great. But we're being attacked. And when you ask somebody to go to a rally, to go down to their capital, to be there when the legislature meets, to pass out some flyers, to go just have a conversation with somebody about something pro-gun. I'm busy. I got a dinner. I got to work. Yeah, I got 2 weeks of vacation, but I can't take that day off. I need that vacation for when we're going to the other side of town later on, go visit my in-laws. Yeah, I wish I could, man, but I got stuff I got to do around the house. Wife's been bugging me to fix the washer, So, sorry. God forbid you ask somebody to get on a plane and fly somewhere else to the other side of the country to go to a convention or a rally. Well, flat earthers don't seem to have a problem doing that. They do it all the time. But ask somebody who's pro-Second Amendment to do the same thing, and watch the excuses flow out. It's a guilt trip, I admit. I'm trying to give everybody out there a guilt trip. Because maybe we all need one. Maybe when we look at something like flat earthers and what they've been able to accomplish, maybe we all should feel just a little bit bad that as people who are pro-Second Amendment and understand what that means and why it is so important, maybe we should all feel a little bad when their movement is outpacing ours by as much as it is.